So I guess this is a bit of ground zero really in tech in Sydney now. You've got Canva's headquarters, you know, as they're now in their process of getting ready to list. You've seen the reincorporation of the business in Delaware. This is a really important moment to recognize what can be done from Australia. That you've seen the core of their product development happen in this street. Yes, there are teams around the world. There's been some really smart acquisitions, but at its heart, it's still a business building out of Sydney. But what I equally appreciate as they've built this Goliath of a platform that is aggregated, that has operated really smartly. The acquisition of businesses like Leonardo AI to keep them at the cutting edge. Um, they're continually open to R&D and collaboration with universities, which we really appreciate. But also, it's the culture of Canva to give back. And the Canva Space is a really great representation of that. It operates as a cafe through the day that anyone can drop into and be part of the Canva community. And then by night is a space that community organizations can request to run events and activations to bring the community in this neighborhood and around together. Something I really genuinely appreciate. The building
It's for free if you're non-for-profit.
exactly right. Next door here in Surrey Hills House, about 5 years ago, the top floors here were their home to SafetyCulture. They outgrew the space and built a beautiful new headquarters just down the street here, which we'll see in a moment. But that created an opportunity for the next generation of business to move in. And so the main occupier of this building now is an amazing business called Morse Micro. They're building the next generation of low power, long range Wi-Fi, founded by this Belgian, Michael Danil, together with one of the original inventors of Wi-Fi at CSIRO. And so they were first founded in a little farmhouse on the edge of Picton. As they grew and they discovered there was something behind them, they moved to Cicada Innovations, which is a really important part of the deep tech ecosystem here in Tech Central and in Australia. Cicada have been that long-term champion of long and patient incubation of Australia's deep tech. So Michael and his team grew and then outgrew Cicada Innovations, and then in COVID moved to a little space down on Favreau Street. But it wasn't enough, and they were growing at such a rate that they needed a bigger space. And as SafetyCulture moved on, that created an opportunity for Morse Micro to create the headquarters of their future. And so that's allowed them to build both labs so that they can be designing and prototyping the chips that they need for their Halo systems. But importantly, they've got a great rooftop, because you can't be a scale up in the city without a great rooftop.
It's true.
And particularly because Michael, while very much an Australian, is at his heart a Belgian. And so it has literally the best beer collection of any business in this neighborhood. All the best of the Belgian beers, all available in his fridge upstairs. So make sure you get an invite to go and have an afternoon drink with the Morse Micro team. We're going to make our way just down a little bit to SafetyCulture, and that'll be one of our last stops for this afternoon. Let's keep going. Actually, one of the other interesting pieces of this corner is actually a company that I've only recently discovered called Relevance AI. They've just raised $30 million to build next generation of agentic AI. And so I've been starting to play with some of their tools in how you deploy agents for an array of different functions. So you've got that continual evolution, welcoming in of the next generation of business.